The Sufi understanding of angels and jinn, messengers and veiled realities. Assalamu alaikum and welcome to Sufi Essence with Hammad Syed. Beyond the visible world we inhabit, Islamic tradition speaks of unseen realms populated by beings of light and fire. But what is their true nature? And how do Sufis, with their emphasis on inner perception, understand these veiled realities? Today, we delve into the Sufi understanding of angels and jinn, messengers and veiled realities. We'll explore these fascinating beings not just as theological concepts, but as integral parts of a complex spiritual cosmology, revealing deeper insights into Allah's creation. Join me as we lift the veil on the unseen. Angels, Malaika, pure light and divine agents in Islam. Belief in angels, Malaika, is a fundamental article of faith. They are beings created from pure light Nur, entirely obedient to Allah's commands, and possess no free will to disobey. Nature. They are incorporeal beings, unseen by human eyes in their true forms, though they can take on forms by Allah's permission. Functions. Angels have diverse roles, carrying divine messages like Jibril, Gabriel, to the prophets. Recording deeds, upholding the laws of the universe, glorifying Allah, carrying souls at death, and guarding paradise and hell. Sufi perspective. For Sufis, angels aren't just distant, abstract entities. They represent perfected faculties or divine attributes. For example, Jibril embodies divine revelation Wahyu and the universal intellect, while Israfil embodies the breath of life. Observing the perfect obedience of angels inspires the Sufi to achieve similar submission and purity in their own spiritual life. They are seen as manifestations of Allah's names of order, wisdom, and power. Jinn, beings of fire with free will. The jinn are another category of unseen beings mentioned extensively in the Quran and Sunnah. Unlike angels, they were created from smokeless fire, Quran 15:27, and, crucially, possess free wills just like humans. Nature. They are subtle beings, capable of movement, thought, and interaction. Often dwelling in deserted places, ruins, or even within human habitations, they can appear in various forms. Types. There are good jinn, Muslim jinn, and evil jinn, shaitan devils, chief among them Iblis, who can tempt and mislead humans. Sufi perspective. Sufis acknowledge the reality of jinn, but emphasize minimizing interaction with them, as it can be a distraction from the true purpose, focusing solely on Allah and seeking refuge in Allah. Recognizing that shayateen tried to lead humans astray, while some stories recount interactions, the emphasis remains on protecting oneself through intense dhikr, adherence to Sharia. The inner struggle jihad al-Nafs against egoic whispers is paramount, as these often align with external satanic suggestions. Believing in the Ghayb is a sign of true faith, Quran 2-3. The unseen Ghayb, a world of veiled realities. Allah, in His infinite wisdom, has veiled certain realities from us, including the full nature of angels and jinn. Both angels and jinn belong to the realm of the unseen Ghayb, a fundamental concept in Islamic belief. Limitations of human perception. Our senses are limited to the material world. It's unveiling Kashf for Sufis. While generally veiled through intense spiritual purification, contemplation, and divine grace. A Sufi may experience Kashf, an unveiling of the unseen. This can include visions of angels or subtle perceptions of jinn, as they can also be illusions or traps from the ego or jinn. However, Sufis are taught to treat such experiences with extreme caution, humility, and to verify them against the Quran and Sunnah under the guidance of a spiritual master. Angels and jinn as mirrors of human states for the contemplative Sufi. Angels and jinn can also serve as profound symbolic mirrors, reflecting aspects of the human soul. Angelic qualities. Humans possess angelic qualities: purity, humility, submission, seeking knowledge, and yearning for the divine. The Sufi strives to cultivate these, ascending to their innate angelic potential. Jinn-like qualities. Humans also have jinn-like qualities: impulsiveness, passion, hidden desires, cunning, and potential for both good and evil. The Sufi endeavors to purify these lower aspects, transforming destructive passions into constructive spiritual energy. The Nafs ego, the struggle against the lower self. Nafs al-Amara is often equated with overcoming internal shayateen, the whispering temptations and negative inclinations that lead to heedlessness. True victory is in conquering these inner adversaries. Interaction and protection. Sufi practices. The light of dhikr repels the darkness of Jinn. While acknowledging their existence, Sufis prioritize a healthy relationship with the unseen, rooted in caution and seeking divine protection. Seeking refuge istiada, constantly seeking refuge in Allah from the accursed shaitan. Ududu billahi minash shaitanir. Rajim is a core practice. Recitation of Quran. Certain verses and chapters like Ayatul Kursi, Surat al-Baqarah, Surat al-Nas, Surat al-Falaq are known for their protective qualities against harmful jinn and evil influences. Adherence to Sharia, living by Islamic law, maintaining ritual purity, and performing prayers are strong spiritual fortifications. Strong dhikr, a heart filled with the remembrance of Allah, leaves no room for harmful external influences. Trust in Allah tawakkul, ultimately relying on Allah as the ultimate protector. The Sufi understands that Allah permits certain interactions for wisdom, and true reliance on Him is the greatest shield. Knowing about angels and jinn helps appreciate the vastness of Allah's kingdom, but the destination is always Him, the purpose, affirming Allah's absolute power and oneness. The Sufi understanding of angels and jinn ultimately reinforces Tawhid, divine oneness, and Allah's absolute power and knowledge. All are servants, both angels and jinn, despite their distinct natures, are utterly subservient to Allah's will. Their existence testifies to His limitless creativity and dominion over all realms. Signs for the discerning. For the discerning heart, the very existence of these veiled realities serves as a sign, ayat, pointing to the grandeur and majesty of the Creator. Focus on the Creator, not the created. The Sufi's journey is always towards the Creator, Allah, not to become preoccupied with His creations, however wondrous they may be. If this lecture resonated with your spirit, please like this video. Subscribe to Sufi Essence with Hammad Syed and share your reflections or questions about angels and jinn in the comments below. Unveiling the cosmos, finding the divine. The Sufi understanding of angels and jinn offers us a richer, more profound view of Allah's vast creation. It reminds us that reality extends far beyond what our physical senses can perceive, and that the cosmos is alive with diverse beings, all testifying to the divine. By acknowledging these veiled realities, and by focusing on our inner purification and unwavering connection to Allah, we can navigate the unseen with faith and seek true proximity to the divine presence. It is the very essence of Sufi essence. Thank you for joining me on this fascinating journey into the unseen realms. Until our next spiritual unveiling, may Allah protect us and illuminate our hearts with His divine light.